back. That's a good way of looking at it. Both of them slumping of late. The Cowboys will be receiving the kick as the Raiders deferred at the top. And Daniel Carlson has it on the tee, ready to send it down to Tony Pollard. There we go. Happy Thanksgiving as we are underway with Raiders and Cowboys, and a touchback, and we'll bring out Dak Prescott.
Inside, outside, they have it all, right? But it's been really impressive to watch the two defenses, and we're going to explain as this game goes on, Jim. There might be a little formula that's going to have to make the Cowboys change a little bit.
Also without Amari Cooper today, they go with Zeke Elliott, who actually
plays out that way, and that's an extra half a second in the pocket, an extra gap for the running back.
And they give it to Zeke again. This time they're on him quickly. That was Ngakoue with the quick hit and drops him down after a gain of a yard.
Stop them from hitting the quarterback and making plays like they just did, you win the game. But if they get off early, the game is usually long in the opposing quarterbacking team.
Chance to force a quick 3 and out. 3rd and 4 for Dallas. From the pocket, protected, and a big stick. What a tackle. Jonathan Abram able to come up and make the play as Elliott made the catch. And that's, in fact, what out. So the Raider defense stepping up to start this game after deciding to defer at the top, and that decision paid off. Anger punts for the Cowboys, and it's a good one. Booming kick inside the 10 to Renfro. Slips through a tackle. He's up to the 20. Looking at an angle all the way out to the 30. That's a run back of 20-plus yards for Renfro. His longest of the season. Russell Wilson. Elite company. Yes.
They're going to need him to be elite today, Jim, because this is a tough task for this offensive unit.
Here's Jacobs. Jacobs trying to cut outside with a stiff arm on Diggs. He's got 2, maybe 3. So this Raiders offense is interesting to 13 points.
Ugh. Definitely not up to the standard at the start of the year. Their play action's way down, so the empty stuff, we're going to tell you this game goes on. Right now, though, they just need to get 2 first downs, get out of this hole, and use the field position.
2nd and 7. That's there in time for Waller. Diggs almost jumped in front, got another pick. Had 12 pressures last week on Patrick Mahomes. Here's a first down pass play. Down the middle they go, and it's there. That's Deshaun Jackson tiptoeing for the touchdown. They look down the sideline, and they say he did not. The point for Carlson. Just 3 plays, 71 yards. The Raiders to the end zone, and they've got a quick 7.
You're going to see, right when we show you this all-22 look, Jim, they just dice up teams with great route selection. In other words, they get to the right route versus man-to-man, and they did on this specific play. Difficult on the opposing quarterback. So get the ball to Zeke different ways. Handoff, play action, handoff, handoff.
Handoff it is. Handoff it is, and he moves the pile for a first down, but we do have a marker on the field. Sean Hakali.
Stop it, said Zach.
Noah Brown's onto the field as an extra receiver, and there's a completion to Brown down to the Raider 43-yard line. So you got no Cooper.
Denver, Kansas City, they got their hands on these receivers and made it really physical at the line of scrimmage.
Elliott is driving a defender. Hayward back for an extra 2 or 3 yards. And it's a great
side. Have someone hit a guy and then run outside.
2nd and 2. That's Pollard. Stacked up, pushed back by KJ Wright, and they'll mark him short. We're going to have a 3rd and about a foot back here on 3rd down. 3rd and 1. It's a full yard to go. And he's going to follow a blocker. Play action and rolling out with it. He's got his man. It is Cedric Wilson. And the Cowboys will operate inside.
Cowboys
3 and out on their first drive. They picked up 5 first downs on this drive. Pollard takes the direct snap. And he bounces around to the 10.
Some success last week. Pollard last week. His foot's a little banged up. You know, this time of year, Pollard might get a few more touches today.
2nd and 5. Loft on the ball. And into the end zone is McKeon for a Cowboy touchdown.
Well, we talked about it a little bit ago, Jim.
Jarwin on injured reserve. They needed a complimentary tight end to Dalton Schultz, and they found one with McKeon from 10 yards out. Extra point, no good. Zerline unable to hit it. His third missed point after on the season. It is for McKeon, and the Cowboys kick off. Just halfway through this first quarter, and quite an explosive start it has been. These teams were looking for it.
You can have a hiccup for the Cowboys, but then Kansas City happens. Like, uh-oh. But teams adjust. Now it's your turn to adjust after you have a game or two like that.
Handoff, start the drive. Jacobs. Gain of 2, brought down by Tristan Hill. Dan Quinn, the defensive coordinator for the Cowboys, doing a...
Goes on, Randy Gregory.
He'll be back soon. And you got Parsons, you got Diggs.
I mean, each level, and Dan Quinn is a great coordinator.
2nd and 8. Again, pass with some zip, and it's fumbled, heading out of bounds, and tossed back into save it at the last moment.
No way.
To Curse. That was Neal, who was able to keep it in play.
They can't, Tom. That's what I'm saying. It's like, what am I missing here? Why are they not challenging that one? It's probably some obscure rule we're just not figuring out yet. I don't know.
I mean, McCarthy was looking up at the 60-yard screen and decided not to challenge it, so it's in the books now. Incomplete. 3rd and 8. Carr straddling the scrimmage line, shaking off a hit, and reaches out to avoid what would be a sack, so it's not anywhere close to that. Instead, they say no gain, so it will be in the books as a sack for the Cowboy defense.
That's what they say, plaster for like a running quarterback, right? You have to plaster your guys, stay with them the whole time the quarterback moves. Carr's not known for that necessarily, but great job by Cowboys there.
Here's A.J. Cole, who averages 51 yards a punt. Look at this one. Takes Wilson back to the 8. Over the shoulder catch was impressive. Now trying to get outside, and he will not. Whew, what a tackle that was, too. Bringing them down. And happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Cowboys now 3rd possession, taking over at the 7. Each team with 1 touchdown drive and 1 series that was 3 and out. Elliott. He's got 2. And we go to
that their assistant offensive line coach, Jeff Blasco, came down from the coach's box. The Raiders also dealing with some COVID issues. The NFL telling us they are going to tighten up protocols after this week during Thanksgiving, guys.
Thanks, Tracy. Here's Prescott's pass, just a little out of reach for Cedric Wilson.
Well, just a little high. Cedric Wilson was open on this play. Just the throw here or there that's missed. And then all of a sudden the receiver drops the ball there, a penalty there, and all of a sudden you get behind against good teams. And that's kind of what the difference has been. Teams have gotten up and played man tight with him and made these contested throws.
That was his first incompletion after hitting his first 5. Yannick Ngakoue, they've got 2 guys that can bring it to the quarterback.
Well, right here, you see outside, these defensive ends, you've got to have a plan. You got to chip them. They did with the defensive end there.
From the end zone on 3rd and 13, all kinds of time, and it's incomplete. Too low. Finally, Solomon Thomas provided the pressure that forced Renfro. There he is waiting for the punt at the 50-yard line. Ryan Anger, 2nd in the NFL in net average. Good boot. And the Cowboys got to be pleased with what he did there. Driving them all the way back to the 40.
Okay, Kenny. Still here for the South Park fans. Hey, Kyle.
Carr. Renfro tried his best to get untangled. Those 2 were a double part of what the Raiders try to do.
Well, yeah, especially all the man coverage that Dallas plays. It's strength on strength. We told you on the 1 touchdown to Jackson, this team's great against man-to-man. This team plays it really good. We're going to see what happens.
2nd and 5. They got about halfway there. Jacobs. They got another 15. They had a 1st and 5 to work with. Now they're backed up a bit to the 35. Rush 4. They get Renfro for a pickup of 5. Renfro with 57 catches now on the season. On 3rd and 10.
See, here's Waller right here. This matchup. I don't think you should be the only one covering him. Someone should come down. That safety better get down there.
Carr over the head. Oh, and he got a flag. Trying.
Ball to Waller. He's one-on-one. It's an easy game.
You like that matchup all day long.
Against anyone.
11-yard penalty. And it's Renfro getting the handoff. Not much there. Just a couple. Wanting to turn things around today.
Well, here's one way to do it. See the empty formation? Nobody in the backfield? They've gone early in the year. Did it a bunch. They're last in the league in the last 4 or 5 weeks. I like this.
2nd and 8. We're down the sideline. And Waller was in the area. Cowboys blitzing. Carr unloads. Got the first down to the 35. Ryan Edwards converting on 3rd down via penalty before that. And now Carr. And who else but Parsons chasing after him. And for
linebacker would have drafted him.
He's played defensive end a lot with some of the injuries that they've incurred. And there is Diggs.
83. If you don't have him doubled with him, he's getting the ball.
Carr's looking at him. Then he's going to go long. Going to air it out to the end zone. And it's knocked down. Flag is thrown. Flag is thrown at the 5-yard line. Going
And all that man coverage.
at the 1. 2 tight ends. Jackson in a slot to the left. They'll go Jacobs. And he'll go in virtually untouched for the touchdown. Who was, by the way, on the injury list all week with a rib injury, up today and threw a big block right there. That's who Jacobs was able to go in, run right behind, thanks to Simpson.
You're right.
Carlson with the extra point.